Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of the Ellis 2013 award ceremony. And today we are looking at 2013's best buses. Sorry, I'm just getting the camera position right. There we go. These are the awards. Today there will be awards for the worst bus, the best old bus, the best 2-axle bus, the best 3-axle bus, the best bus interior, the best rebuilt bus, the best bus that's not New Zealand built, the best bus that is New Zealand built, and the best bus of the year. There is no section on double-deckers, because I feel though that with the only double-decker city bus that's actually in service is the Ritchie's one, I feel it's a bit unfair. So, considering that every other double-decker is either a charter bus or it's a coach, I'm not doing anything. And I'm also not doing a section on coaches, because I just don't ride coaches or have enough to do with coaches often enough to do an award on them. So, the worst bus of 2013. Now, I tried to do some thinking, but the only buses I've ridden this year, which I monumentally hate, are Marna's Mercs and Marna's 3-axle Volvos. And, to be honest, you know how much I hate the Mercedes-Benz. So it should be obvious who the winner of the award is. It's not the Mercs. I would rather go to school on a Mercedes-Benz than I would on that 3-axle Volvo. Oh, shut up, Facebook! I should have closed the tab first. Anyway, I would rather sit on a Merc than I'd sit on that horrible tag-axle Volvo. While they're speedy and while, yes, they can be nice buses to drive by drivers, they were prototypes. They were the first buses ever to be built in Kiwi Bus Builders' new design of bodywork. They are prototypes. They were built in 2008 and they're already falling apart in some places. The door mechanisms are squeaky on some of those buses. You don't get Why are there squeaky bus doors? And not to mention, though, that the headroom at the back is appalling. The Mercedes-Benz has got better headroom than that. So, to be honest, I declare that the worst bus of the year. Because I've had more joy sitting on a Merc than I have sitting on that thing. Excuse me for a moment while I go and smash up my computer to bits. Yeah, I'm just doing that because you're not allowed to see my personal Facebook profile there. I've closed up my Facebook file now. Anyway, the best old bus of the year. And yes, I said I wasn't going to have anything to do with coaches at the start, but I was struggling to find old buses that I've actually ridden this year. So this is the only exception as to where I'm including a coach. And there is, of course, the 1997 Man 11.190. It's the 1990s. Those buses are aging. Those buses are well, about 15, 16 years old. Then you've got the Man SL202. He's a very, very nice bus. That particular one is not a rebuild. It's a refurbishment. It's only had removed rear doors, a new front, and a new back. Everything else is original on this bus. And then lastly, you've got NCS 230, a nice, awesome old coach, and it's a Leyland Tiger, which is the winner, because I just had so much fun when I got that coach a couple of times on a school trip. It's just so much fun to sit and ride on. The best 2-axle bus. Now there are plenty of buses to choose from. I've narrowed it down to 6 nominations. The Man 12.223, the Man 11.190, the Man 11.220, the Volvo B7R, the Envara 200, and the MCV Evolution bodied Man. Now, I could include other 2-axle buses, but these are the only ones I've ever physically ridden myself that I can judge. Now, you would think that for a bus that sold as well as the Envara 200, it'd win, but that it would win straight through clear cut, but it didn't. The winner is the MAN 12.223, because as we've proven, the Enviro 200 is a fantastic bus, but it's not so great for some things. There are just some things that the Enviro 200 is just not good at. Things like some of the major Wellington routes, Auckland's Inner Link, Auckland's City Link, Auckland's Outer Link, NZ Bus. This is just all of those services which I've just mentioned are run by NZ Bus. So I think NZ Bus need to review what sort of buses they're running on some of their services. Anyway, moving on. The best 3-axle bus nominations are the Volvo B7R, the Scania K280 UB6, and the K270 UB6. I've just rolled the two together there. The MAN 18.280, the MAN 17.223 and 18.223 I've rolled together there. And the winner is, well, it's not going to be the Volvo, obviously. It's the Scania K280 UB6 on 70. The Scania has been selling so well in recent years, especially with Kiwi bus builders bodies and also with Designline and Enviroline bodies. They are currently run by Howick and Easton, NZ Bus, Mana, Go Bus, and Red Bus. Oh yes, and Ritchie's. I keep forgetting that Ritchie's run them too. It's the one I always forget, Ritchie's. So it's very, very popular, and they're still building them today in popular numbers too. And the thing is, it's a great bus. I mean, it's got great size. They always have massive headroom. Most of them are air conditioned. All of them except for some of Mana's are air conditioned, which is nice. Some of them even have really nice posh seats. I mean, some of the designs like this have nice wide doors too. So I mean, they're just fantastic. Oh yes, I've just remembered another operator that runs them. Johnston's run them on the Airbus Express. I always forget that one too. Silly me. Best bus interior. Now, there are lots of interiors that I could nominate. These 7 are actually the only interiors I have photos of. So you've got Stagecoach interior, NZ Bus interior, Mana interior, Enviro 200 interior. That one is just a Mana one in general, but the Enviro 200. Yeah. NCS, MAN SL202, Airbus Express interior, and Transit MCV interior. The winner is what I've regarded to every single bus interior I've seen in this country, and some have come close, but the winner is a bus interior, and I'm not being biased towards 166 or anything here, but this bus interior has got to be my absolute favourite interior. The colours symbolise Mana. The way that they've mixed the colours. I mean, the door frames on this bus were painted white because the standard black door frames wouldn't look right with the rest of the interior colours. I mean, because they haven't used standard black window frames. They've used grey instead. They've used lots of grey mixed in with white, green and red. And the green and red symbolises Mana. That is why there is Pahuta Cows on the seats. I just love this interior. The best rebuilds. Well, it's either going to be the Volvo, one of the 2 Volvo B10M rebuilds, or the Mercs. Well, it's obviously not going to be the Merc, actually. So, one of these 2 B10M rebuilds. Now, even though that one's air conditioned and got nicer seats, I have to go with this one, because that is, I mean, well, some of those buses with that body are single door, but they're still great. And these twin door ones that Mana have got are fantastic. They speak the city bus. Nice wide doors, plenty of standing room. They're just perfect. Excellent job done. The best bus that is not NZ built, well, we've got Zongtong, obviously. MCV, Alexander Dennis, or BCI. I've chosen to give the award to the Alexander Dennis for the Enviro 200 because it is currently the best-selling bus in this country as of present time, and it has been for the last 2 or 3 years or so. It is just fantastic. Like I said in the 2-axle, it's not great for everything, but when it's in the right place, place, then it can be fantastic. The best New Zealand bus built. Now by best New Zealand built bus, I mean best bodywork. So you've got newer and older Kiwi bus builders. A couple of examples of design line. I mean, the 90s older design line isn't here because they didn't have enough room for everything. Examples of Fairfax, Coachwork International, New Zealand Motorwise. But to be honest, it's really, for me, been a toss-up between the design line Enviroline and the modern Kiwi bus builders. But the thing is that I've always preferred Kiwi bus builders over design line. So the winner has to be Kiwi bus builders. Builders is modern design, because Kiwi bus builders have always done a fantastic job of building their buses, and then with the exception of Mana's 3-axle Volvos, their more modern bodies have just been fantastic. Now it is time to reveal the best bus of the year for 2013, which is, drum roll, the Scania K280 UB6. And as I've said before, it is just a fantastic bus. Plenty nice headroom, often air conditioned, comes with many customisational features. Just single door, twin door. I mean, I swear that most of that's down to the bodybuilder, but that's not the point. I mean, and the thing is that they're just fantastic. They're great for high capacity. It's great as a school bus, great as a city bus, great as a long distance coach service bus. Fair to say that design line body one is in fact a K270 UB6, but it's the only Enviroline bodied Scania that I have. And the only actual K280 UB6s I have are Kiwi bus builders. So I just used that photo as an example of what a design line Enviroline body one looks like. But yeah, so the best bus of the year 2013, and this is not being biased towards 166, it goes to the Scania K280 UB6 in general. Not one of any particular company or operator. I must stress that. So the Scania K280 UB6 is the best bus of the year for 2013.